Hi guys, I know it's been a while. Okay, so I know there's some gardening noise outside, just ignore it. But today I wanted to talk about knowing thyself. So getting to know yourself is a never-ending process. We are constantly learning and therefore evolving. Every relationship, platonic or romantic, provides more knowledge and insight for ourselves. Sometimes the person that we think we are is a false identity our ego and traumas helped create as a defense mechanism. In order to know yourself, you don't need to take any fancy test or anything like that. All you have to do is sit still and spend time with yourself. Start viewing yourself as a best friend, someone you'd like to get to know, someone you'd like to build a solid, loving relationship with. The more you learn about yourself, the more you can identify what you love, what you don't, and focus on improving the aspects of you that you're not fond of. This process is not for the weak. It takes a lot of patience, understanding, honesty, and forgiveness with yourself in order to fully accept who you are the more you continue learning. We all do the best we can with what we know in the present moment. So patience and self-compassion is so important. You also definitely have to keep an open mind. Some tools that have helped me on my journey have been realizing the effects that my nature versus nurture has played on who I've been as a person. There are 3 tools that have helped me in my journey of getting to know myself. Number 1 would definitely be nature versus nurture. So nature, of course, our genes, who our family is, our ancestry, and nurture, how we were raised or how we had to raise ourselves. And the second tool would be astrology. I know this is why I say have an open mind. I know a lot of people still don't believe in astrology, but whether you believe in it or not, it exists. And if you were to look into it, I guarantee you would be astonished at how accurate it is. It can determine a lot about your life. The third tool that I would recommend is numerology, finding your life path number, your expression number, and destiny number, aka your heart's desire. Beginning by realizing the effects my nature versus nurture has played on who I am as a person has helped a lot, like my genes as well as how I was raised or not raised. If you were neglected as a kid or abused, and the effects that may have had on your brain and the way you view the world. Once you truly realize and reflect on those things, you can begin unlearning all your toxic traits and habits so you can make room to learn new positive ones. This is what we call self-parenting. Like and subscribe if you would like a video on self-parenting. You might surprise yourself when you step out of what you've known all your life, aka your comfort zone, and you'd be surprised at the changes you can make for yourself. Personally, I believe that astrology, spirituality, science, and psychology all go hand in hand. It's all connected. So yes, I'm a huge believer in natal charts. If you haven't heard of natal charts yet, then you're in for a treat. So basically, a natal chart is where the planets were when you were born. A way to find this out, which I'm gonna set up the link, is go to cafeastrology.com. You enter your full name that's on your birth certificate, the time you were born, location of birth, and of course your date of birth. And there it will show you a chart of where the planets were, and it'll give you a long explanation under of what each one means. So some of them are pretty generalized. For me personally, I'm a sun in Leo, moon in Pisces, and Libra rising. For those that don't know, I know that probably doesn't mean anything, but basically your sun sign is who you were born to be. Moon sign is how your inner world works, and your rising is how the world sees you. Here's a chart showing what each planet represents. The third tool, I went to numerologist.com and I took their free video reading, which was pretty cool because it showed me my life path, my expression number, and my heart's desire number. And honestly, the last part made me cry because it was just so accurate. This is why I say this process is definitely not for the weak, because you really have to be patient with yourself and you have to care for yourself. Like I said, like if you're your own best friend, because if you're not your own best friend, then what are you? You know, nobody's gonna take care of you more than you take care of you. So, you know, get to know yourself. Like, take yourself out on dates. Just spend time with yourself. Be still, relax, chill. Most things don't matter. Focus on the ones that do, which is your peace of mind and your health. You know, stay healthy. Being healthy is not just about what you consume or how much you exercise. It's also about maintaining that peace of mind and not stressing or worrying about things that don't matter. It's all about learning to be self-aware and staying mindful in the process. Along this journey, you're going to realize many things that may trigger you, but just remember that your triggers are there to make you aware of what still needs to be healed within you. Sit with your emotions, let them out, but don't identify with one emotion for too long. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel sad. All your emotions are valid, but don't let them become you. Don't let them stay for too long. Feel them, but release them. If you need to, cry it out. Our tears, just like sweat, are ways our body releases toxins and stress hormones, such as cortisol. So let it out. Once you get to know yourself in a deeper way, it will be easier for you to know what you truly want out of life. Know yourself, love yourself, care for yourself, and identify your weaknesses and strengths. We all have them. We all have weaknesses, we all have strengths. But that's the beauty of life. The fact that nobody is perfect, but in a way we kind of all are perfect with our imperfections. You know, some people have strengths that are your weaknesses, and some people have weaknesses that are your strengths. That's how we know that we're meant to support one another. You know, we're all in this together. We're all the collective. So if you really want to make a change in this world, then start with yourself. Set the example. Another suggestion I have for getting to know yourself on a deeper level is keep a dream journal. Our dreams can tell us a lot about ourselves because it's our subconscious trying to process everything that we didn't get to deal with while awake. Also, if you want to remember your dreams, make sure you don't smoke weed before bed. Just, you know, for anyone that smokes. An exercise that helps you become more connected with yourself also would be looking at yourself in the mirror, in the eyes, kind of just expressing everything that you want to let go of, and at the same time just kind of expressing love towards yourself. Look at yourself in the eyes and say, like, I love you. Don't ignore your spirit and intuition. I feel like things really can go wrong when we ignore our spirit, you know, and our heart. That is what aligns you with yourself. So yeah, make sure that you get rid of any external thoughts and opinions. You can even ask yourself, why am I not honoring my needs? What is scary about it? Why am I repeating myself? Why am I people pleasing? Why am I settling? I think that sometimes we allow people's needs to get in the way of what we truly want, which we shouldn't. And sometimes we do settle just because we're afraid. But when you really think about it, what is there to be afraid of? So just, yeah, get to know yourself so that you can align and live to your fullest and follow your spirit. The relationship you have with yourself sets the foundation for any other type of relationship that you have in your life. So if you're trying to get in a romantic relationship, don't even try to get to know someone else before you know yourself, because it's not going to work out. And you're probably just going to project all your shit onto that person, or completely ruin a great opportunity just because you weren't ready to receive it. Well, that's the video for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most important of all, love yourself. There's only one of you.